What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Tactics FCB. I've been absent for a long time, but I've put together a little series for us here, and that is how to actually fix Barcelona. We're gonna start with the finances today. We are going to talk about our defense, the midfield, and as well as the attack, but that's gonna be in different videos. Alright, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe and also like and comment on this video. We're trying to move to 1,000 subscribers, and all the loyal viewers, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel. It's your undying love for this channel and for this club that has basically motivated me to keep on doing this and doing this and doing this. I actually have to go through a lot, and I'm going to try and in the future put together a video of how this channel came about, but subscribe to the channel, make sure that you like it, make sure that you also comment on this video and also share the video. Thank you very much. So when we talk about finances in Barcelona, we are in a dire situation right now. Everything is just going into the bunkers. But recently we actually had a voting where the socios voted for the BLM as well as the television rights to be sold, which is going to generate around about 700 million, right? Now, if I was the president, if I was Laporta, this is what I would have done with that money. All right, this is how I would I would fix our finances, and we're going to discuss this right now. You might have different suggestions, and I would like to hear it, because you guys are also just important. You guys are very in tune with the club. I can see on your comments that you make. And the first one I would have done is terminate the contracts of Clement Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti. That's going to cost us a few million, but look at the bright side. We don't have to pay their contracts anymore, and this is the good thing about terminating somebody's contract. It's going to free up the wage bill. These two morons have not meant anything for Barcelona in the past 1 or 2 seasons, 1.5 seasons maybe. Clement Lenglet was maybe somebody until Ronald Araujo came about, but these two morons, as I mentioned, they've not done anything for the club. So just terminate their contracts, free up some wage bill, right? And the bad thing about this is that other idiot, Joseph Bartomeu, he gave them bumper contracts, and these contracts are going to improve as the years go by. If I'm not mistaken, I actually have noticed that Clement Lenglet's contract is going to end in 2024, and that is not even next season, or this is not even going to be his last season. He just still have 2 or 3 more years. The same for Umtiti. So the first thing I would have done with that 700 million, just give them. And the best thing is, we don't even have to give that money right now. We can negotiate with them and put out a payment structure of how we're going to pay them. But the best thing is going to be freeing up some space on the wage bill, right? Then we can sign the likes of KCA and all of those other guys, right? So these two guys have to go. Terminate their contracts right away. The second thing I would have done is finalize permanent moves for Antoine Griezmann and Miralem Pjanic. These two guys, I actually feel different about them, as I feel towards Umtiti and Clement Lenglet. I actually think that these two guys can actually mean something if they find the right club, if they find the right structure, the right manager, right? Griezmann is sensational. I know he's not been good this past season, but it's Griezmann. This guy has scored in the World Cup final. He is the World Cup winner, he's a Super Cup winner, he's a Europa League winner, so what can you do? As for Pjanic, he's a sensational pass of the ball. I don't know why Ronald Koeman didn't use this guy properly, but these just finalized permanent moves for them, and these two also had bumper contracts. I don't know how many millions we paid for Griezmann, but I noticed that this guy has been in a swap deal with Arthur Melo. So I would finalize permanent moves for these two, for Griezmann and Pjanic. Just let them go already, and just free up some wage bill again. And then get loan deals for the likes of Riqui Puig and Nico Gonzalez. Now, Riqui Puig is very close to my heart, I'm not gonna lie. This guy he sensationalizes, love his energy and what he brings to the team as well. He's press resistant, which I love about a midfielder. And Nico Gonzalez hasn't impressed me as yet, but I would loan him out, get him back in a year or two, and then he would be sensational. Maybe put a plan on him to get him to play in that pivot role of Sergio Busquets, and when Busquets finally leaves, he can come back. As for Riqui Puig, I don't know if he's going to return, I don't know if he's going to leave, but I will get a loan deal for him so that he can leave the club and gain some experience. Maybe he can show Xavi and Laporta what he's made of, So Riqui Puig and Nico Gonzalez, get loan deals for the guys. Just free the guys from this curse of being in Barcelona. You know, even Xavi, this is you guys are probably gonna hate me for that, but even Xavi is just like Ronald Koeman, favoring certain players, and this sounds harsh, but that's just how it is. Imagine if Riqui Puig got the same game time like Gavi and Pedri. If they give him actual game time, what is wrong with Riqui Puig? I don't know. Many people say there's something wrong with him, but I want to know what is wrong with Riqui Puig that the people don't want to play him. But that's just a discussion for another day, you know. And then this is actually very very unpopular opinion. This goofball has been playing with the club for almost a year now, right? And he wants the kind of money that I would give to Mbappe or Neymar, or even Lewandowski and Erling Haaland. He wants 20 million a year, and he wants that 20 million to rise to 40 million a year if he meets certain how can I say now, variables basically, right? Now I would let him leave. Let this moron leave, and then you sign Adama Traore permanently. Now I know a lot of you guys don't like the fact that Adama Traore can't finish, but get him a different role. Just let him play in a different role, even if he has to cross the ball all the time, even if he has to take the byline. Just get the guy to sign. Make him what you want to be. You know, Pep Guardiola is just a level above everybody, a few levels actually, in improving players. The likes of Adama Traore. You know why I would sign Adama Traore and actually try to make him better, help him get a different role for him, is because he is not going to be expensive, as well as he is not going to take a big chunk of the wage bill. Alright? So sign Adama Traore permanently. You can even bring back Trincao. You know, but Ousmane Dembele, who spends half of every season he has been at the club in a hospital, you want to give this fool 20 million? And he's been playing with the club for how long? Moussa Dembele, I don't even know how he looks, but anyway. So I would let Ousmane Dembele go, and then I would sign Adama Traore on a permanent deal. That's just how it is, you know. So yeah, let's move on. And then I would extend Frenkie de Jong's contract and sell him next year if need be. You know, Frenkie de Jong is a very different case, you know, when it comes to selling him or extending his contract, or just him as a player as a whole, you know. I don't actually believe that Frenkie de Jong is the right player when it comes to the tiki-taka way, because he's much more of a dribbler. He's press resistant and nice, but he doesn't have that final pass that Xavi is looking for in his midfielders. I don't think Frenkie de Jong has that. But then again, his class, you can use him in different phases of the game, you know, dribbling and everything, you know. Frenkie de Jong is a really nice player. I love him very much as a player, because he can do wonders for you. He can really do wonders for you, and we can actually sell him next year if we want to sell him, you know. So Frenkie de Jong's contract needs to be extended, because you have to remember that he's also going to be a big earner at the club. His contract is going to rise to 20 million actually next season. This season or next season, I'm not sure. So extend his contract and get a bigger fee for him, maybe like 120 million or 100 million for Frenkie de Jong, right? So I don't even want to talk about Frenkie de Jong anymore, because my heart is just, it hurts, you know, to actually realize that this dude could actually leave the club, you know. But I would extend his contract and then sell him next year if it can't go anywhere else. But if we do the previous components, if we do the previous aspects that we discussed, there would be no need for us to actually sell Frenkie de Jong. That's just how it is, you know. And yeah, so, and then 6, let all the veterans leave at the end of next season. Of this coming season, let all of the veterans leave. The likes of PK, Sergio Busquets is going to leave for sure, and then Jordi Alba, I don't know when he's going to leave, but he needs to leave. They need to go. Seriously, Sergio Roberto as well. All of them, they need to go. And I would even throw Ter Stegen's name in the hat. That is how badly I want these guys to leave the club. We can throw them a big fiesta at the end of the season, but they need to leave. They need to go. That is the only way that we're going to transition fully, and then Xavi will have a whole squad. He won't have any friends in the dressing room. So they need to leave. All of them, they need to leave. PK, Busquets, Jordi Alba, as well as Roberto. All of them need to leave. They need to go. You know, free up some wage bill, and then Barcelona will be attractive again. Believe me, if these guys go and we have a big wage bill, big clear out, then the club will be even more attractive than it is right now. You know, I know the club is attractive with Lewandowski wanting to move to the club. If these guys go, you would tell me again. Now, this is going to be probably an unfamiliar or not a popular suggestion that I'm going to make right here, and that is to create a new transfer policy. Number one, we need to have a specific age in which we sign players. For an example, if a player is older than 25 and he costs a certain amount, which is going to be a limit for, like, if let's say for an example Erling Haaland becomes 25 years when he finishes at Manchester City, right? And he will cost us 60 million, then we would buy him. But if he's 25 and he's over 60 million, then we don't buy. So that is the transfer policy that I would create at the club. We only buy 25 years and younger, or even make it 24 years and younger, and we won't pay a certain amount. We won't pay over a certain amount for that specific player. That's the first rule I would create. Second rule is we have a great academy like La Masia, right? Let's say, for an example, let me make an example. World-class talents like Pedri and Gavi and all of those guys, they already world-class, right? So their contract is going to actually be very big by the time they go 26, 27. They're going to have massive contracts. To avoid what's happening now at the club, we could create a policy where the likes of Pedri and Gavi needs to be sold at 26 or 27. Then we can at least get 80 or 90 million. Because by the time those guys are 26, 27, there would be a new Pedri, there would be a new Gavi coming through the ranks. Because I know there will be. I know for sure there will be, you know, at La Masia, because I actually watch the game from the under 19s on the YouTube channels and everything. I search for them all the time, you know. So by the time Pedri and Gavi gets to 27, 26, they need to be sold, you know. As well as, let's say for an example, like the likes of Nico and Riqui Puig. If we have two world-class talents coming through and they are not actually making the same let's say we have 4 world-class talents coming through and only 2 of them are actually making the impact that we want at the club, then we loan out the other 2 or we sell them, you know, or we sell them, because we're always going to sign new players. So for an example, to avoid what's happening to Riqui Puig now and to Nico Gonzalez, we could create a policy where we actually sell on guys that is not making the impact that we wanted at the club, you know, in the first year or the second year. Then we just sell them on. So that's the transfer policy that I want to see at Barcelona, for real. That is what I want to see, and that is what I want to do. And this is actually going to help the club to become a financial giant again. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know down in the comment section, what do you think? What can Barcelona do to actually fix this dire situation at the club right now, where we are in so much debt, where we can't even move our heads, we have to sell television right now. So let me know down in the comment section, what do you think? Also like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because it's gonna help us a lot. We're gonna carry on with this How to Fix Barcelona series, and we're gonna do it I'm gonna try to upload one video every second day or every third day, and we're gonna discuss how to fix this Barcelona. This is episode 1 of How to Fix Barcelona. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.